Swing
sit next to me.
low, sweet cherry, yeah.
What is it?
Coming for to carry me home.
Hey.
Can't lick it.
We're back. Here we go. Number 17. We are the Short, the Black and the Ugly, and we're back again for another podcast.
Whoa.
Indeed.
Whoa.
Hold on, Dylan hasn't done his moment. Here we go. What are we? What podcast are we?
Oh, yeah, we are the most consistent agricultural podcast out there. All the other podcasts do not compare. And it's a big one.
Yeah, massive one.
It's always a big one.
Massive.
Who have we got today?
Oh,
The man himself, he has his own shares in Coca-Cola.
Sponsored by.
no, we don't do sponsors. This chap has got a GoFundMe page for a new Jammy Dodger suit. You know?
Wow, yeah.
This is mega.
There we go.
I tell you what, Greg James, watch out. It's the biggest DJ in the southeast.
Mr.
Mossy!
DJ Mossy.
Wiggity wiggity whap pop pickers, thank you very much. All I would say is it's about bloody time.
You're a hard
all I'll
man to
say.
lock down. You're really difficult to lock down.
Oh, all the people you've had, Sir Charlie Bassey, Ruth Perry, Dame Lady Ruth Perry, and who else we had? Catherine Bell, Danny Sage, and finally me. Me.
Can you tell that he listens? He knows he's listed off all
I am
the
an
guests.
avid fan. I love it. I'm fine. It's a pleasure and an honour to be here. Thank you very much.
Oh, we're honoured to have you here.
I'm not too sure about the green room. It's a bit posh.
Hold fire. Hold on. It's rural. Does the job.
Talking of rural, I do think you ought to change it, the podcast.
All right.
Okay.
Go on.
Change it to
Rural is.
The young rural in-betweeners. And I don't mind being the fourth one. I don't mind. I'm a bit old, but I don't mind.
I think we've all got good dance moves as well, so we can fit that in, couldn't we?
Goodness.
Obviously, Craig over in the corner never gets a mention. Hello, Craig. He could do this bit, and I could do the music.
And we're away. We're away. This is the start of a new venture, I reckon.
Please vote in, pot pickers.
So, you go under the name of Mossy, but your real name is Alex, isn't it?
But if you want to end this interview very swiftly, that's the way to do it. You address me as either the Earl of Sussex, Lord Moss, or just social
Lord
good
Moss.
friends.
Is that what we're going at?
Is just Mossy. I only get called that if I've been naughty.
Well, we use
And
that
I haven't been
later on.
naughty as yet, so
Not yet.
please.
We'll see what happens after this podcast, then, won't we?
There's still time. There's still
We'll all
time.
change his name on our phones to Mr. Alex. Just Alex.
He's only just got here and you're trying to upset him already.
Nah.
Anyway, Craig, we can edit that bit out, can't we?
We can.
Yes. Oh dear.
So, Mossy, for the listeners that don't know you, who are you?
Who are you?
Where are you from? What do you do?
My name's Mossy, from West Sussex, born and bred, and what do? We do everything, really. All trades. No, what's the saying?
Master of... No, jack of all trades.
Jack of all trades, master of none, that's the word, sorry. Yes, love agriculture. I always knew what I wanted to do at school, and then eventually got the opportunity to go to Brinsbury College at Pulborough, West Sussex, and it was a new lease of life for me. School was a waste of time, so I was always daydreaming out of the classroom window, wanting to drive this and do that, and all aspects of farming. And then when I went there, it was nice because everybody enjoyed the course that we're all on, and they were all keen to do it. And it was a very, very good experience. And like you guys that have been to Ag College, you build friends for life.
Mm-hmm.
So
Couldn't agree more with you.
it's like what your previous guests have said, you know. I think Rhiannon was saying about the Harper Adams, you build...
You said her name wrong as well. Yes, Mossy.
Rhiannon.
Rhiannon. I do apologise, sorry, Rhiannon. There's the
Sorry,
first
It's
Rhiannon.
not just me. It's not just me. Yes.
But you build friends, you build lifetime friends at uni, and I think it's very important. And if anybody is at that listening tonight and you're at that stage of your life waiting for your GCSE results, or you've got your GCSE results, you know where to go, I think it's very important to take the blinkers off and put yourself into a scenario which you're not out your depth.
Yeah, out of your comfort zone a little bit.
Comfort zone, thank you. I mean, just veering off briefly, I watched that thing with Freddie Flintoff last night with the young lads.
Oh, when they played cricket or something.
Yes, and they had the opportunity to go to India.
Yeah.
And they've never been out of their hometown, and they've experienced airports and having a passport, flights, Indian food, cultures, traffic, and it was just pretty impressive to somebody give them an opportunity to experience different parts of the world. Sorry, I need to burp because I've had a bit of Cokie. I don't want to do this. Cokie means out the bottle, not off the table.
Can we just say?
Yeah,
Edit that bit. I don't want to burp and then everybody goes, "Oh, that hurt my ear."
Well, if you're going to burp, make sure it's a good one.
Yeah.
It's coming, it's brewing, keeps going up and down, keeps going up and down. But no, that was very good. So, veering off, but getting back onto your original question, finished Brinsbury, milked cows for 13 years, which was interesting, got my head round it, but Sunday afternoon and Saturday afternoon, because I did 12 on and 2 off, that was the worst time, because if there's any problems, you were on your... I was on my own. And I only experienced it twice, but we had power cut, and all of a sudden you're listening to Radio 1 back in the day, and it just goes black, and then all the units fall off, and the cows are panicking, and you're like, and then you fall over, getting up the steps. You think you know the parlour and the dairy, and you bump into stuff, and then you're effing and jeffing. And then you go to the tractor to back it up to the generator, and there's no fuel, and then it's just a nightmare, isn't it? You know what I mean? But I liked it. But that was the last. I love doing the morning milkings, but I didn't want to do the afternoons.
No,
didn't want that. Didn't like that.
Don't want to know.
It's warm and sweaty and
flies.
I prefer the
Hate
afternoons.
flies.
So much prefer the
You've
afternoons.
got to get up early, have you?
Yeah.
No,
So yeah, I've tried all aspects of farming, but I think probably the pigs and the cattle. I think people that got cattle will realise what I'm going to say. There's a buzz to get up in the morning and fatten cattle.
Fatten them.
You boys you would know, you'd understand, but you're a sheep boy, aren't you?
Well, no, I do a lot of cattle as well, but yeah, I get where you're coming from. But
I get of a buzz turning something poor into something quality.
Yeah.
All aspects of livestock. And I've done that at home. And then when I left Brinsbury, and then I went back to Brinsbury to teach.
Did you?
Yeah, I taught.
See,
at
we're
Brinsbury.
learning things all the time. I never knew you milked, and I never knew you teached either.
I should have brought my CV, but
Yeah.
it would have taken me a long time to get through it. But no, it was good. But when my farm line manager wangled his index finger and said, "You will be doing the butchery in 2009," I was like, "What? Don't really want to do that." But I strongly advise, if anybody around this table and who's listening gets the opportunity, they must go and do butchery.
Yeah.
Because I look at animals in a completely different way now, financially and commercially.
Yep.
Because you can see a 4-month-old calf or 12-month-old bullock, you can see the potential where it's going to go at
Understanding
future
the
date.
carcass
Yeah,
at that end product.
yeah, and I know my way all the way around the bones and different cuts.
so you look at animals in a completely different way.
Butchery.
From butchery, 100%. Yeah,
He said he knows his way around a bone or two. Just to bring it back to
Dirty
short
guy.
black and ugly sayers, right?
I'll make a note of that. Stupid boy.
We've got to bring it back, eh?
Yeah, definitely. Mossy, you said something about pigs as well, and I know from when I was a wee little kid at school that you were in the.
You were
pig
horrible
sector.
as a boy. I don't mind telling you that now.
Okay.
You
Come
were-
on, keep talking to us. Talk
Here we
to us,
go.
Mossy. Talk to us. Come on.
He came up to me once. He really likes it show. He went, "All right, Mossy." I went, "Yeah," and he was very spotty. And his condition score hasn't changed, to be fair, and I respect him for that.
Cheers, mate.
But he was like, "Oh, I know, shut up, pig." I thought, "Yeah, all right, whatever." No, I can do it. And I think I let you have a go, actually.
Yeah, you did.
And he crashed and burned.
Oh.
But
No, you didn't let me have a go then.
Shall I pick you out again? I don't really know. Did you do young handlers?
Yeah,
And did you win?
it was a while ago.
And I still haven't got paid, have I?
AKA, nope.
I still haven't got paid for the tip-off for the judge.
Yeah.
But no, you did very well.
I was just going to say, how did you get into doing all the pig stuff?
I can't remember really. I think I started showing Brinsbury's pigs because we had the new manager, and I said it'd be good, fantastic
Promotion.
Thank you, marketing, whatever, for the new students coming in, and the line manager said yes. And I went to Edenbridge and Oxford show, the premier show in the South East, Pot Pickers, and that was 2009, and I ended up winning with a sow, Supreme Champion, and I was hooked.
Yeah. And
then they were reluctant to say, "Oh, you can't do that, Shane, you can't go in," you wanted it, because I wanted to do all of them, like you do, you're hooked. And then I said, right, okay, I'm going to go and get my own pigs. And I went to Ross-on-Wye for the BPA, British Pig Association sale, and I bought a in-pig sow, and that was it. And then some other pigs, and I come home with a trailer load of pigs. And I don't mind openly saying I was hooked on pigs, and I ended up doing farmers markets and everything else, but I lost a serious amount of money. At my peak, I was up to 190 pigs, everything from sows, boars, right down to weaners.
Yeah.
And it became a full-time job, and I thought I was going to get rich quick, and I didn't. And it cost me a lot of money in pig food, and I was going to work just to keep pigs. That's a farming beep up, and I learnt very quickly. And of course, when you want to sell them on the hoof, they're not worth a light.
No.
And I was upset and disappointed. So obviously they went down the pedigree route, and the price hadn't really changed a lot. But back in the day, when God was a boy, you'd go to the Great Yorkshire Show or the Bath and West or whatever, and that would be your shop window to sell your stock.
Yeah.
And those days don't exist now.
So, how does it feel sitting next to somebody that detests pigs?
But loves bacon.
Welcome to the world of Britain, really, isn't it?
Yeah, see, I haven't got
You don't like pigs.
Look, it's a bit like vegans. They're there, aren't they?
Oh! You said the V word.
They're there, but you just tolerate them. You know what I mean? But look, you got to give it up.
How are we going to do this?
You got to give it to him because.
No, don't try and swerve around this. You've just said the V word.
What's wrong with that then?
Well, it's a red card, isn't it?
It's a red card on him.
I've got my red bottle top. But anyway, look, he
I reckon
chases.
some hot sauce.
Anyway, Moss,
I would just go very careful because down there I've got a box with some.
Doesn't
presents
matter.
for you
The
in
rules
there.
of the
so I'll just
podcast
go
are the rules.
very, very careful.
I'm on your side here, Moss. I'm
Hey,
not
don't try
only,
and think
I'm
that.
the only one not
Hey,
pushing.
No.
Yeah,
You got it
yeah,
4 times
yeah.
last time, so.
Yeah, just steady up.
But look, he likes getting chased by ostriches, which I found hilarious. I was walking the dogs up past 5 the other morning. I was
going to
listening
go
to
get him a
this,
spoon of hot sauce.
and
He won't drop it until you do something. So just feed his ego.
Wipe it out. No, the podcast rules. We
we didn't discuss this before. I didn't know anything about
Here
this.
we go.
The guest.
Huh?
Had you briefed the guest on the podcast?
He listens
No.
to every episode.
No, I
No,
did.
but
I
he
did.
knew
It's
who
not on the
Still,
cards at the front, is it?
legally, you've got to brief him.
Oh, fuck off, Dylan. You can't start this.
Legally.
Where are you? Pipe up, man.
No,
Come on,
no,
get
no.
involved.
Luke.
You're on my side here.
Management, would you care to interject here?
I think this is Sir Mossy that we just, one warning.
You lot are absolute shit house. In fact, fuck you lot of you. Fuck the podcast. Get out of the house. We're done.
Sorry, I think there's a phone call for you in the hall.
Yellow
We carry on.
card,
Load of
Another
shit.
yellow card and it's hot sauce.
Oh dear. Right.
Okay.
Fucking hell. you
Basically,
bunch
you're
of
not allowed to say the
bastards.
V word, in case you didn't know.
I do now, so I'll be listening and concentrating before I go. Where were we,
But
Dylan?
yeah, he knows about
Pigs.
ostrich eggs, huh?
Ostrich egg, that was so funny, that story.
Yeah.
Very, very
Bastard
funny.
you are.
So
Fucking hell.
yeah, the pig show. So I went and got my own pigs, and then I was on to the Welsh. I was hooked on them, but you like looking at other pigs, like you boys would look at cattle and sheep, and then I was like, I like the middle whites, and they're like Marmite. A lot of people hate them the way they look, and I like them. So I went and got some middle whites. I was running 2 breeds, and I was going up to the numbers again, and there's a little voice in my head. You've been here before, don't get in debt. So I was like, right, okay. So we've done all the shows. I was doing, I'd think nothing of working all day and then come home, load pigs and drive to Exeter or drive to Great Yorkshire Show or the Royal, wherever, and show pigs. And I'd have a team of 25 pigs. Of course, my pigs were white pigs. So I'd leave them desperately dirty in their wallows, and I'd wash them. I'd get there, unload them all. Everyone was on the wash, washing their pigs. I was like, oh, I'm not queuing. Yeah. Go and wash the trailer out, hoteled at Ifor Williams, where I stayed, on the top deck of the sheep deck. Parrosed all that out, parked up, did the jockey wheel, and let all the water drain out. And then I'd go washing pigs till 2-3 o'clock in the morning. Have a couple of hours sleep, and then go feeding pigs, and then showing pigs all day, and then I'll be showing other people's pigs, and you do it for 5 days on the trot, and you think nothing of it, and then you come home and carry on working. And I've burnt some serious amount of diesel. I've spent a serious amount of money on entry forms and memberships because it's cheaper, all for a bit of cardamom rosette, really. And I've got it all up in my carport, and everyone goes, oh wow, this is good, and I'll just go, Muppet. Muppet. Look at all that money I could have bought, or I could have made my own cards and rosettes all on the eBay, and nobody, or the internet, and nobody would be none the wiser, you know.
I think Dylan's probably sitting there going, I totally agree with you, Mossy. And me and Luke are like, oh yeah, it's good fun.
To be fair, there's 2 things there. One is showing. Couldn't give a fuck. Two is...
It doesn't mean that, listeners.
2, it's pigs. I've always said, though, keep showing. I don't want you guys to stop showing.
No, yeah.
Keep showing, because we need
We will, whether you like it or not. Whatever.
But it's just not for me.
Each rosette's got a story, isn't it?
Sorry?
Each rosette you've got has got a story.
Yeah. And the plus side of it, and you two in front of me, left and right, will understand. You make friends up and down the country.
That's it.
And I can officially say, if I was going north and I had a breakdown, I could phone somebody and they come out and help you in the pig world, as well as sheep and cattle. And if I said, can I borrow your sofa for the night, whether it be in Natwich or Norfolk or wherever, somebody would put you up.
But so more recently, bringing it a bit forward to more recent days, most people who know you have seen that you have got a new position as, is it a sales rep at Agricare?
I think they now call me a sales consultant.
Ooh.
That's a step up.
It's very technical. So
not really.
Before we get to obviously your new role, what I want to ask is, you've obviously done your fair share of farming. What's got you into the sort of sales world of it? Because you worked for different companies before that.
I got started. I was working at Brinsbury, and the local rep called Malcolm Meanwell, God bless him, he's not with us now. He was the rep for KWG, Kent Wool Growers.
Oh, now you're rolling back the years.
Yeah.
Based in Ashford.
So nappies still, weren't we?
Were you born?
Nappies,
sorry. And he was looking to retire, and he said, I think you better apply for the job. I'll put a good word in, and you could shadow me. And that was probably my first real sales, because I'm a people person, but I do like variety. I can't be. That's why the dairy didn't work out. I'm not a routine man, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So what does it take then to be a sales consultant? What
a lot of bullshit, I reckon.
What characteristics as a person do you need to have?
There's 2 main things in sales.
Yeah.
You listen to their requirements, and you never promise them the earth.
That's where I'm going wrong.
Doing promises.
and you've got to build that relationship with them, whether they are wrong. And at the end of the day, for new people, I always say, it is your business, you run it how you want, but I'm only here to advise.
Yeah.
Whether that's a selection of ram or bull or a boar or a animal health plan for the year, because I am an SQP, suitably qualified person to sell animal health drugs legally.
These words are getting big now for you, Mossy. Crikey.
Yeah, so I did my AMTRA. That was really hard. I managed to pass the farm easy. You had to do an essay on it, but I kept failing the base, so I had to learn about vitamin B12 in guinea pigs.
Guinea pigs.
And cats. And I passed the farm easy peasy, but I just couldn't get the base, and you had to do the two together to qualify.
12 in guinea pigs.
Yeah, I
I'm a
failed
little bit
it.
scared because there is a box still sitting down by his leg.
So
Is
it
the
wasn't.
box coming up to show us the guinea pig now, or is it still sitting down there?
Bite
I
your
think it
tongue.
can wait a little bit longer.
Alright, the guinea pig needs to cook a little bit longer in the kitchen, eh?
So yeah, it wasn't easy, but if you ever get the opportunity to do your AMTRA to become an SQP, it's also another extremely good string to your bow. And I think as farmers, you should be looking. It goes back to the butchery. You look at the animals in a completely different way.
Interesting.
Well, there's a couple more things we want to talk to you about.
Oh, sorry, yes.
I mean, two of them at the top of the table, Dylan and yourself, are you? I think you still are a part of Chichester Young Farmers.
Yes, I was the team leader for, I think it was just shy of 9 years. No, not club leader, not team leader, club leader.
Okay, and you had a big part in Chichester as well.
Oh, what?
A big part in Chichester Young Farmers.
Mate, we're not only Chichester Young Farmers, but this is the quality of stock from Brinsbury College, can I just say?
Shit. Well,
Sorry, where are you
here
from?
we go.
Hum, hum.
Well, no.
Oh, you're not from?
No.
Where were you?
Hum.
Oh, you are. Have you been to college or university?
Yeah, I went to Kent. Cat Hadlow.
I'm sorry, the headphones broke up. What was it? Oh, whatever.
Anyway, we'll touch on this in a minute.
Whatever.
But yeah, so
I guess.
Chichester Young Farmers.
Did you have a question about Chichester?
No, I just wanted you guys to talk about
Oh.
Chichester Young
Yeah,
Farmers.
you veer off very quickly. It's not professional. It's not like loose women, is it?
So, from a young farmer's perspective, or from your dealings with young farmers, how have you noticed a change in young farmers as they've been coming through? In what's the word? Just in the way that like they used to be to the way they are now, or
Characteristics and their behaviour.
When I was teaching, my first year was a nightmare because they were. I'm being filmed and recorded. They were very interesting characters, and I always thought, don't worry, because next year they'll be better. But looking back on it, the first 3-4 years, they were good students, and it just got worse and worse each year. But they're young, they're keen, and they want to learn, so you do your best. But in young farmers, I think everybody knows that you are accepted from any walk of life. It doesn't just have to be farmer. We've had somebody, a lady that worked in the local corner shop. I can't remember one. Are we allowed to use names? One Stop, and the other lady worked for National Trust. They heard about it and they've turned up, and I think one of them was club secretary by year 3. She wouldn't say boo to a goose, and then all of a sudden she's dictating what we should be doing. And I think I think everybody should be going to young farmers because it teaches the member life skills, whether it's communication, social.
Oh, 100%.
aspects,
100%.
Public speaking. The list goes on and on and on and on.
The
I would
opportunity.
not be the same person I am if I had not been to Young Farmers.
Really?
Honestly, like coming in and like likes of Mossy were was club leader and stuff, and there's such. It's good to have people like Moss in that environment because it gives you so much confidence going there, and someone's actually trying to build you up and not knock you for the things you don't know, and encourage you to do stuff. That's like, like public speaking and that sort of thing.
I think the big opportunity was, right, we traditionally had the summer ball, didn't we?
Yeah.
It Woodhorn in the grain store.
Yeah, the rock and roast.
Rock and roast, that was it. That was a word. 2 words. But a lot of people go, I don't know how to do that, but you've never done it, so give it a go. But we want to do this, fine, give it a go. Get me quotes. It's crossing all the box, ticking all the boxes, wasn't it? Because I knew what was to go, but it gave you an opportunity to think about how the evening's going to go and how it was better than last year. Your group, your year, not year, but generation always try to better it.
Yeah.
Than the previous year, which is fantastic because you don't want it to be the same old sale rut.
Yeah. Yeah.
So no, it's good, and I take it for granted because public speaking, it doesn't bother me. If you gave me a microphone and said go and warm up Peter Kay in O2 or Coldplay in Wembley, it wouldn't bother me at all. To speak to 20,000 people wouldn't bother me. But if you sat me on a 1-to-1 with a gorgeous brunette, I would melt.
Well, we're not having Danny Sage and Mossy.
Don't put your wig on. And you haven't had a shave. How long has that taken you to grow? 3 years?
3 days.
Or 3 days?
I heard that as well. I was like, bloody
3 days.
I'll be a Gandalf if I'd lived it for 3 years. How long has that taken you?
Not long at all, to be honest.
Half an hour. I've got one question for you though.
Oh, sorry, yes.
What was Dylan like as a young farmer in Chichester?
We haven't got enough airtime.
Come on, give us some
in all
juice.
fairness, I've got to respect Dylan because he's come into our part of the world and he's like, but he's coped with it very well. Sussex sayings, manners and characters. Worked for a very large cattle dealer who could, what should we say? I can say it because I'm his mate. He would be a bit awkward at times, wouldn't he? But you worked round that situation.
Oh, yeah. I'd probably go and say he's probably one of the best people I've ever worked for.
He'd be hard, but he'd be fair, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
And he'd give you experience.
Oh, 100%.
You'd have learnt a lot from... Actually, I got you that job.
You did get me that job.
I got you that
You
job.
did get me that job.
And I still, everybody, pot pickers and that listen land, I still haven't got. The deal was I had to have 10% of his first wage packet and 5% in the next month, and I still haven't received it.
I haven't been paid yet, that's right.
That's one thing Mr. Bleep does. He does pay his bills.
Oh,
You've just been extremely tight. Again. Anyway, if you were listening last time, he was on about people paying in the pub. So we've met in the pub before we come out, and I've actually bought the first round. So I'm not being tight this time.
We don't normally allow this, but there was no choice whatsoever because he threw the cash over the counter, didn't he?
Poor bastard.
That's cash, not card.
It went straight over.
Cash is king, apparently.
Correct.
And the landlord's just looking at it going, what do I do now?
I think he rubbed it in his hand.
Yeah.
Is this real?
I went into a pub the other day and I got charged £8 for 2 halves of Coke. And I was like, what?
Jesus.
And then I went to give him cash and he says, sorry, we don't do cash. And I put my finger under his index, my index finger under his nose, and I said, cash is king, chap. You've got to realise that. And he was like, I don't make the rules. And he said, it's card only. I was like, ugh. So I had to pay £8 on that. And then I went to the fish and chip shop where they said, no cards, cash only. So there we go.
Right next door to each other as well.
So we're missing a big point of your job, your current job role, I suppose, and that is auctioneering.
Oh.
And it's a bit of a can of worms to open, isn't it? So you auctioneer, don't you?
No, at the end of the day,
you sell stuff.
Mossy loves selling. If I haven't done, especially in lambing time, if I haven't done 500 quid by 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning in the months of February, March, April, I get very, very
I'm gonna start lambing in May
itchy,
now.
itchy, and it's a bit of adrenaline junkie, addictive thing. If you're a salesman, and I love selling anything as long as it's safe and legal. But yeah, I've always fancied doing the auctioneering, and I've had the opportunity at our local market, South East Marts at Hailsham, and off that I've now started doing my diploma with the LAA Livestock Auctioneers Association at Harper Adams.
Yep.
I've just finished year 1, so in January I went up there and we spoke about the 3 assignments that we had to do. I've successfully passed those, and then first week in July we had to go and do the exams, and I have completed them, but I can't say successfully because we haven't had the results back yet. So they're due the end of September, so fingers crossed. It's a very good course, actually. It opens up your eyes how you can improve on your local mart.
Yeah.
And it becomes very clear, everything from health and safety, marketing, can't remember the other exam assignment titles now. But yeah,
you meet some great people though from across the country, do you not?
Yeah. There's 33 auctioneers from year 1 to year 4. Everything from the tip of Scotland right down to West Country.
Yeah.
And me representing the South East. Need a burp again. I won't come out. I don't want to burp in people's ears.
I thought you were going to start crying. I was thinking, shit, he's looking a bit emotional when talking about people he's met in auctioneering.
No. But they're all really good bunch of lads. They're like you. You can have a laugh and pull each other's legs, and it's good. It's a really good couple of weeks away of the year.
So, a couple of questions. One, is it just boys then? In this course,
there are. How many girls would there be? I think there's at least 4, if not 5.
Oh, good.
One of them, Megan, is up for Auctioneer of the Year.
Is she?
Oh,
in your weekly Farmer's Guardian.
Oh, we love a Farmer's Guardian over here.
Yeah, we love it, dude.
It's the best.
Yeah, not that other thing.
No, don't mention that.
And then the other question I had is, would you say, so across the whole country, there's 33 of you doing the course. Is that enough people coming into auctioneering, do you think, or could the industry or do with a bit more people taking a liking to it?
At the end of the day, there is a decline in the auctioneer livestock ring.
Yeah.
Because, as everybody knows, especially in your era, you weren't about, but there was at least always a market within a 10-mile radius of where the rural people lived, but those have dwindled away. Like every town, it gets bigger and expands and get rid of the market, and that's it really. But a lot of markets have invested heavily, and those people that have invested heavily are reaping the rewards.
Yeah.
But as we all know, it's such an extremely tough industry to be in. And I find it hard, people that go dead weight, because that's their choice, that's fine. But without a livestock market, you don't get your dead weight market.
No, 100%.
Yeah.
And I think it's important to sail through the ring. It's very important. It's important for the farmer to come off the farm and speak to his associates and friends and learn and purchase and get advice, and to see other people's stock, how they can improve their enterprise.
Yeah, that's
and genetics.
Yeah, it is. I will say, a livestock market is not just going to sell and buy, and there's so much else that happens, and especially for farmers. And
well, it's like we always joke around. It's like, what are you doing today? Oh, we're going to market. Oh, what's that? Are you working or not? Well, it's an educational trip.
Having breakfast again.
Yeah, like it is an educational trip massively. Like you're going down there, you speak with people.
I love it.
Learning.
I think it's brilliant.
Yeah. Some places with breakfast and stuff.
You could walk into any market in the country, and I bet you could have a conversation with one person, even though you didn't know any of them.
No, yeah, definitely.
You know, it's a community, isn't it? It is the hub. 100%. It is the hub of the farming community. Even if you're an arable farmer, I still reckon you could walk in there and have a chat with any livestock person and probably sell them some straw or sell them some grain, you know.
I've got several farmers. I never say anything because I have to bite my tongue. But I've got several farmers that, we don't go to market. It takes too much time up. And I think you buy all this bigger and better kit to develop your farm. I mean, down our way, they finished harvest 2nd, 3rd of August. What's today's date? 4th. You know what I mean? Traditionally, it'd carry on all of August, wouldn't it? And if not into September.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And they still haven't got time to go to market, to sell their produce, to market it properly. I can't get my head around that at times.
Baffles.
But no, it's a big part of all of our lives, isn't it?
So just a quick promotion. Obviously, back in the market, it's that time of year where it's coming up to busy sheep season sale for breeding. And we've still got farm sales to do. So the next at least 8 weeks, if not 9 weeks, 10 weeks, it's going to be seriously busy down for us, our part of the world. Mm-hmm. We've got the dolphin. Another little burp come then, but I won't get emotional.
I thought you started crying again then. I was like,
It's the dolphin, but sheep are going to be deer. They're going to be deer.
Bring it on, bring it on.
You mentioned the dolphin though, because a lot of people don't know that it's changing this year, isn't it?
Yes.
Just to bring it back though, a lot of our listeners aren't from the southeast. So what is the dolphin?
The dolphin is the biggest premier one-day sheep sale in the southeast.
There we go.
Which is at the South of England showground.
And
if you've never been, it's well worth a visit.
Can I just say it's the only time that I go down to anything Southeast North.
Yes, it has been noted.
The confetti comes out when Dylan walks in. Hey, he's down there finally.
And fireworks. If you never, but this year it is changing. We're only doing stall lambs and female breeding sheep, and only the southeastern Texel rams, purely because they are envy.
And that's at the South of England Showground.
South of England Showground on the 19th of September. And then we're going to have on the 28th of September, which is a Saturday, we're going to have a dolphin ram sale, but at the market.
Okay.
Just to try and spice things
That's
up.
2 days out rather than one.
But not at
Not at the South of England, that's
At
going to
the
be at
market.
Hailsham. At the market.
actually, that's closer. Okay, carry on.
Also, we might see you twice.
He's coming down
then.
for 2 days.
That's twice now.
He's got-
Bloody
yeah,
hell.
yeah.
Oh my
Crikey.
goodness.
Is there enough pages left in your passport to be stamped?
I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure. I
He's
might
actually
be,
gonna come to the
might only be
market.
able to do one.
Well, it'd be nice to see you there, Dylan. Our door is always open for you.
I'm sure I'll make a trip down for both of them.
Good.
Any more promotions?
Agri-care. We haven't talked about agri-care yet, have we?
No, we
Veered off that subject.
Yeah. We did veer off Agricare. So,
Let's get back on it.
who is Agricare?
Agricare is owned by two brothers, Garth and Ross Worsley. They're based in Aylsham, thank you, beg your pardon, at Canterbury in Kent. They're very, very big in the vineyard, orchards, horticulture division, supplying goods, but then Garth Worsley wanted to veer out and go on to the ag side. And I've been appointed, and my other new colleague, Mr. Neil Pamplin, who lives in Northampton, very, very got a lot of contacts and experience in the job. He's also a sheep farmer in Suffolk, and he's also had cattle as well, but the cattle have gone. So we've come on board, and we are getting a lot of suppliers come knocking on our door to support the southeast. I won't mention all of them because it go on and on. But we basically are targeting the ag side quite hard. They're going to still cover Kent. I'm covering East Sussex, West Sussex, South London, Surrey, Hampshire and the Isle of Wight. Cool. We're selling everything from quad bikes to is it RTV or YouTube? I can never remember.
UTVs,
utility all-terrain vehicles,
vehicles,
yeah. Right through to fencing, animal health. I have written it down here. I can't always remember it.
It's
Fencing
some
machinery, fencing machinery and workshop sundries, as well as pruning, orchard and vineyards.
And when did you take this job on?
5th of August
Last
this
week.
month. So this is week 2.
Week 2 in
And
the
how
job.
How are you finding it?
Very nice people to work for. A lot of my loyal customers, friends have supported me so far. Another burp nearly come there. I do apologise.
really was crying.
Take that away.
That was not a burp.
I'd never do this. How embarrassing is this?
That was loyal friends and it came up. Mossy, if you want to cry, just let it out.
Look, you haven't filled an application form out, and neither of you. So
Yes,
that is quite
No,
much.
we were waiting for this week to speak to you, so you could.
This is why we thought you bought the folder, so we can fill it out.
There's not one big enough for you here. So yeah,
they don't do organic farming.
Or part-time farmers.
I'm sorry. What
None
broke
of us
up
have made the
again?
cut.
It was what? Broke up. What did you say?
They don't do organic farming.
I'll get it.
Get the chili sauce out. Okay, chili sauce.
Hey, that could be a red card as well.
I'd tell you, I have been over there. This was a few months back now, at the old shop. It was quite impressive. I do like it. What I want to see is a company or something down here that I can walk in and it actually be agricultural. Yes, we want that sort of business down here, down our way anyway. Because
Yeah.
I agree.
I don't want to be waiting 2 weeks for a bag of fucking bran to feed my cow. Alright? If I've got a show beast and I'm fattening it up, I don't want to wait 2 weeks for a bag of bran, which I ordered 3 weeks before that as well. Alright?
I will interject here because it is getting more and more common, which I also find extremely frustrating because you're all on this phone all your life while you're operating a tractor and you're not steering it. But why do farmers leave everything to lastminute.com?
Yeah.
I can do most things and help people, but like I saw a chap many years ago. I saw him 4 times in the market because of it market and sheep sales. He phones me up on the Friday afternoon. I'm in West Sussex, he's in Kent. He said, "Mossy, I need some worm." I said, "Yeah, fine, I'll get it to you next week." "No, I've got to have it today." I said, "Chap, you've seen me 4 times in the market this week." "Well, I didn't know I was going to need it, but you did because you were looking to buy sheep. Why, well, I can, but it's going to cost you £100 on the... What? I said, "I'm going to come all the way over for 1 5-litre bottle of wormer." People, get organised, please.
Did you do it?
No.
Too short notice.
But there's no excuse with saying to somebody it's going to be there if you've given them the notice and then they give you the bullshit saying, "Oh yeah, it'll be here tomorrow." Or then, "Oh, I'm really sorry, it'll be here next week."
I think...
And then it's not, and then it keeps going on and on and on and on. And then that's where that winds, well, I don't know about you boys, it really winds me up.
I'm very good at communicating and letting people know, and I think people appreciate that. But
Yep.
just recently, ever since COVID and beyond, couriers have become the bane of my life
Have they?
because they do not care, they lie, and they can randomly dump stuff where you wouldn't even think
Yeah.
they would do it. And
No.
I get, "Where is it? I don't know, I can't track it." It's extremely frustrating. But Amazon can do it next day.
Amazon
A
Prime.
tractor part, if you ordered a tractor part in your local dealership at 12 o'clock, it would be guaranteed come all the way from Germany
That's right,
to
yeah.
our country by 12 o'clock next day. So why does it take
I know,
5
it's great,
days
that's what I mean, it is
for something to
crazy.
come from Stratford upon Avon to me? Why does it take 5 days from West Wales to me? It's mind-boggling and frustrating. Couriers, sort it out.
So AgriCare is the name then?
It's the place to be, and
That's
it's the place to shop with.
There we go.
There you go. If you're listening. Also, can you're gonna have to speak to him now and say, "Listen, the boys
Yeah.
put out
Yeah.
some big shout out about AgriCare.
Yeah, we need some merch or some...
You know, if
time
you got-
for a giveaway.
If you've got a spare wormer going,
yeah.
A spare wormer.
Yeah, Christ alive, I could do with some boluses, alright?
I think they had the back of the cupboard the other day, some promotion clothing.
I will wear them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll put our stamp on it as well.
I tell you what.
Bet there's no singlet.
We'll get them and we'll wear them to the dolphin.
Yeah.
I don't think you want to wear these because you couldn't get a lot on there. Actually,
Oh my god.
there's just 3 thongs left in the back of the cupboard.
Walked into that one, didn't we? Yeah.
As
We'll
long
wear him to the dolphin.
as long as they say ugly.
I'll pay for you not to come.
Here come the boys.
Leighton's going in there buying sheep like this after the last episode with a thong on it.
Yeah.
Don't you think that's going to be a good? Don't you think you ought to change it to the young rural in-betweeners?
We'll have to pitch it to the masses and see what they say.
No, you can't. You made a good name. You're doing a good job. We love it.
Sorry, I got a burp.
That phone call's still waiting for you in the green room outside.
Right.
Anyway, moving forward. Luke,
So-
you had something you wanted to talk about.
So
there.
I for once, I am absolutely blown away. So
For what?
So Saturday night,
Oh.
we've gone to a 60th birthday. There's about 40 odd people there. How do I say it? Well-to-do people, not farmers. And there's a few teachers there working in top teaching jobs, and they get on to the conversation of furries. Now, I'm sitting in there with my rural mindset going, what the fuck's a furry? Literally, the words come out my mouth.
I thought you said a ferry.
No.
Furry. It's
No,
a furry.
Furry.
Yeah. Do you know what one is?
No, never heard of it.
You.
Is this going to be rude?
Dylan knows what a furry is, didn't you? You said...
I'm a man of the world, mate. I've travelled and
Don't touch his hair!
Oh, we're not allowed to touch the
His eyes literally went, what the fuck is that?
So I've been threatened with the V word, and now... See, you don't tell me any of this.
That's alright, it's part of the podcast. Anyway, furries.
I didn't mean it. I've touched the arm.
Come on, Dylan. What do you know about furries?
basically, from what I can gather, is either kids or people who dress up like they'll be a fox or they'll be a cat and they wear tails and.
So this comes into a new gender. Apparently, it's one of the LGBTQ, probably an
72
F
genders
at the end of
now.
it. Yeah. So what these teachers are dealing with is that a student will come in the morning dressed as a fox, and apparently they identify as a fox for the day, or a cat, or a dog.
Do they know
or
what a fox
hamster.
does?
Yep. But do you know? So I'm sitting here listening to this, and do you know what blew my mind the most? Apparently they lick and groom themselves.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Do they sniff each other's backsides?
So one student has asked for a litter tray so she can shit in a litter tray because she won't go to the toilet.
And what school is this at?
Across the country, apparently.
It's not the first time I've heard this, to be fair.
Right,
Across the globe.
Yeah, right. Imagine me. I've had a couple of these sitting here listening to this. Nobody knows about fucking sheep or cattle farming, and I'm hearing about a furry fox. As somebody said.
Did you tell them what the rural people do to the fox?
Yeah, so I was like, right, I'm going to breed a kid that's going to be the hounds now.
Where do they get this from? Why?
I honestly was speechless. I still fucking can't believe that this is a thing. Alright, I must live under a rock.
You
All
can
right.
just imagine a classroom just full of people, like just
This is-
cats. And
So
dogs
do they
just-
learn while they're being this mystery animal?
But I don't fucking know, Mossy. I don't know.
But why would
I don't fucking know.
This doesn't make any sense.
This is the new generation of people. So imagine turning up to school, primary school this is as well, and Tommy here is sitting next to you dressed as a cat.
See what he did
Meow.
there? Tommy cat.
Oh, I didn't get it. Mate, I'm still baffled. Like, I honestly can't fucking process this.
They have to have, so they
Go
have
on, Craig.
to have teachers at the gate when the kids go in. So there may only be one in the school that goes in the tell, and they have to say, "You're coming into the school now, Doris. Today you're identifying in your human form, not as your cat form."
Mate, right, okay. I'm from a different country. You lot let your kids get away with too much. Get the old backhand out, and they'll not be doing shit like this.
Next Prime Minister.
Honestly, why?
Well, let's just
So
bring
does
some
that,
real
does,
light
that, does
in.
that mean that you have to take a local livestock trader to pick your child up?
Well, this is what I don't get.
Do they have to have an ear tag?
Yeah, well, this is what,
EID ear
That's
tag.
exactly
They'll
what I
soon
said.
snap out
That's
of it.
exactly what I said. I thought, how long are we
Rubber
gonna,
ring,
how
put the
long are
rubber
we-
ring on them.
It's just ridiculous.
They'll be jumping around like a little shot rabbit there, won't they?
I said, do they chew their cud while they're sitting there, or they need some
So
grub?
you cannot
be a new
you
sales
cannot
pitch.
tell me You cannot tell me that a 7-8-year-old thinks, yeah, this is a great idea.
I honestly, I'm baffled. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we're all wrong. But fucking hell.
Anyway, but moving on this
Fuck's
week,
sake.
Clarkson, Mr. Jeremy Clarkson and Hawkstone Brewery have come
How
out.
come? I'm sorry to interrupt. How come has he not been knighted yet?
I don't know. I don't-
Why?
I don't know.
He's working his way towards it, isn't he? He's doing a very good job.
It's
The
in
three
Brit-
of them. The three of them have done so much for British agriculture in such a
Oh,
short
100%.
time,
100%.
as opposed to other BBC rural affair.
I thought he was going to say apart from us three.
Yeah, I was going to say, hold on a minute.
We don't come
I don't want to
into
mention
that category.
the thing on the Sunday afternoon.
Oh, that's
evening.
waste of time.
That's not a
Waste of
swear.
time.
I'd
word,
like to
that's-
be on there.
that's not a red
I'd like to
card
be on
either.
there and change it around. Matt Baker and Mossy. We could change it
Here,
around.
here we go.
We could change it around. We could do so much good. No?
Where does poor...
Just remember, I've got a face for TV. You've got a face for radio, right?
Yeah, that's right. I said nothing. I was asking where does Adam Henson come into this three-way?
He's not
alright.
doing too bad
He's-
for himself.
Yeah, he's all right. It's the freaking flower show that they put on, and let's go look at this
Painting
this-
with vegetable juice.
Yeah, that's really a great picture of the countryside, isn't it? Because that's what.
with furries, really, isn't it?
Anyway, we're going off topic. What's Clarkson done this
Sorry,
week?
yes, Clarkson.
They've set up a mental health helpline that they've put out for
Yeah,
farmers to ring, and
They'd be buggered if they ring Gerald.
maybe he is the man to.
Do it.
But yeah, Clarkson's done it with Hawkstone, hasn't he? Hawkstone Brewery.
Holston Brewery, yeah,
They-
the Partners
they-
Hub,
yeah.
they're doing a helpline for mental health and everything.
That's it. Number
I think
is...
it's fantastic. I mean, there are now a lot out there that are there to talk to and everything, but I think having I'd say a role model like him and Caleb Cooper and everything to go out there, and what they've done for the industry is amazing.
Sorry, is it just Clarkson's helpline, or was he in with Rabbi or FCN?
No, so they've created so him and Hawkstone have created a new helpline. It goes through to I can't remember the name of the charity.
I can't think of it.
There's an organisation that the helpline goes through to, and the number's 85258. Up, down, in the middle line of your numbers on your phone.
I must. It's a brilliant idea and everything, but then like you have got other ones out there and stuff, and I don't want people to think like, oh, if I call this number, like, am I going to be able to speak to Jeremy Clarkson? I don't think that's the way that it's going to be.
No.
Like, it's not a case of, oh my god, let's call this number and let's
There'll
try.
be professionals there to help the
Yeah,
situation.
definitely.
Yeah, that's it.
And I think they probably will manage things in a different way to others, and they'll all do different aspects of it. FCN do certain things; they're very good at what they do. Rabbi are, and obviously this one now is going to be good for certain people and what they're going to do. So
It's all helpful, isn't it?
it is. It is.
You never know when you might need to call them.
We've got them present every week at Hailsham with FCN volunteers. One of them's myself, and there's another man, Derek. Which I think a lot of people appreciate if they're there to,
Yep.
or could be passed on to someone professional if it's needed.
No, 100%. It's a tough old job out there.
Yeah, just having a chat, isn't it?
It is. You were saying earlier, it's one of the hardest industries to work in.
It's the worst industry to be
Well,
in, but it's
yeah.
also the best industry to be in.
Yeah.
Like everybody's posting summer scenes on their phone in the mornings and evenings and what they've achieved in the day, combining, corn cart, baling, etc., which is fantastic. Especially, it's nice to see after the terrible winter and spring we've had with all the challenges and the financial losses, and I think everybody's spirits are lifted from those dark times this year and late last year.
Yeah, that's it.
But unfortunately, we're going back into that time of
Yeah,
season.
we're heading on back in.
Winter is coming.
Anyway, don't let them know that. Fucking hell.
But anyway,
Got a few months left yet to enjoy yourself.
it's good times, good times.
It is indeed. Right, I reckon we've got to dive into our weekly, or every other weekly segment.
I think we've got to do that, and then we've got to find out what's in this fucking box that's down here, because it's
Yeah.
moving
Box?
about.
What box?
It's moving about 3-4 times. It
You're-
keeps
you're-
like rattling and stuff.
You're
I'm
worried
getting a
about
little bit-
Mossy's box, are
I'm
you?
a little bit
Woo,
scared
you
about
know.
this box that's down here. So I think we'll do the old farming fuck ups.
Yeah. What have we got in? Have you got one?
I have.
Ah, let's hear it.
It was going back very many, many moons ago. It was all happened on my 21st birthday party.
Oh my goodness.
So I got up, milked the cows, and then I zoomed home, which was probably 25 minutes, half hour from home. Met the family, did all the cards, cake, blah, 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 and then I went back to milk. I don't drink anyway. I hadn't had any alcohol whatsoever before you say anything. But on the way home, I wasn't looking where I was going, and all of a sudden there was a senior member of the society driving, and he had stopped with no pre-warning and was going to turn right, but there was an oncoming car. So this has all happened with a flick of a switch, and I've gone into the back of him, and it was an old car, and it didn't have the head rest at the back. And I just went bang straight into him, slammed on the brakes, but carried on hitting him. Well, all I saw was this old boy's head go forward, and then it came back, and I thought, I've killed him, I've snapped his neck. And I was like, oh! So, yeah, all the names under the sun, and it turns out he was right, thank goodness. And he went out, he wasn't worried about it, and my car was crunched up the bonnet, and it wasn't a good day. So then I had to go back and milk the cows again, got the cows in, concentrating on the job, but not really. And I traditionally was always taught, when you milk, you put the first lot of cows on, but when you release the cows, you always follow the milk line straight to the bolt tank. So there's no screws left undone, nuts and bolts and screws and everything else, and you've followed it all through, and the plate cooler's on, and the pump's on, everything else. Well, I didn't do that.
Uh-oh.
So at the end of the milking, I had the last row, and I thought, right, put the hot tap on, ready to wash through, everything out, and jaw was down to the floor. I hadn't followed the milk back to the tank, and I hadn't screws and put the plug in the bolt tank and screwed it up at the bottom, and the whole milkings was all on the floor.
Oh,
That's the second person that had to do that.
Yeah.
If you're milking pot pickers, make sure the plug, the bung, is in the tank and the nut is screwed on.
How many cows were you milking?
Oh, I don't know, it was 180 at the time or something.
that's enough though.
But I was like,
Jesus, he's had a right old man. That is called a bad day. If anyone ever tells
and on
me,
your 21st birthday.
exactly. If anyone ever tells me they've had a bad day, I'm gonna say nah.
You ain't this Mossy's 21st.
Put your bung in, alright?
There we go. That's it.
Is that the fucking truthful word?
Yeah, yeah. So that was one of mine. There's been many, many more. I could write a book, but let's put it down to experience.
So
have you got some unpopular opinions then?
I've got a farming
He's
fuck
got a
up.
farming fuck
Oh,
up.
have you?
Yeah.
Well, just by chance. I have no idea who this chap is, or lady, or whatever, but I was just driving down the road last night,
He does know him.
I honestly have no idea. And I hope he doesn't
It was
care.
him then, wasn't it?
He obviously doesn't care because it's still sitting on the road on the way home. I drove past this.
Oh,
So
no ratchets.
Put it into context, he's obviously been bale carting some straw around bales, and two of them have fallen off the back and hit the road, and obviously gone bang.
Oh
What
dear.
about?
And
Oh dear. That's
they've,
why you got to strap your loads.
either he's gone back along and pushed him with the load, pushed him with the loader into the hedge, or some passerby's just kicked it into the hedge. But
There could be a cyclist under there.
Could be.
there could be.
Oh
Hey,
no!
that's one thing.
What a shame. I mean,
We best
Road
go back
vermin.
and have a look.
Oopsie daisy. But I couldn't drive by without taking a video. I thought,
Boys and
fine.
girls, make sure you wrap them and strap them.
Yeah.
Job's
Proper
good.
job, yeah. Otherwise you get a burst load.
Oh my god!
this is taking.
Can we edit that bit, Craig? You're not leaving that in, surely.
Sorry,
God.
people, sorry. It just happened.
See if
right?
they all went out for dinner.
I don't, but I've got a rough idea.
Right, Lane, what have we got?
We've got one main unpopular opinion which I'm going to bring to the table again, and it has caused a bit of conflict in a group chat, and that is
Furries.
Yes, Mossy.
I'm learning.
Don't work with sheep. Pigs are better.
Yes.
But this is what we had last week.
Who said this? Who said this?
Hold on.
Where,
Dylan.
Where do
This
they
is
live?
That's from Dylan from Kent.
They've just moved up to Hampshire. They're working on a pig farm now, and they've said that pigs are better than sheep.
How?
And then-
But we had this last week. It was shit.
Yeah.
Pigs
this is
are
another one.
more fun than sheep. That was,
Hang
wasn't
on,
it?
hang on. I don't understand you. Like, you eat pork 3 times a day.
Oh, I love it. Absolutely
3
amazing.
times a day.
Hey?
3 times a day.
Yes.
Bacon,
Everyone would
bacon,
have
bacon.
a bacon or sausage sandwich in the morning, or that would be on their plate of some sort. You'd have pork for lunch, pork pie, a Greg's sausage roll.
Fucking, you want to see my lunch?
Not the V sausage roll.
And pork in the evening.
And then you'd have a bit of pork chop, pork belly, wouldn't you? Pork joint, Sunday.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh, mate, I love.
What about the salami?
It's a great meat.
Oh, good old salami. I love salami. No,
Ah.
pork in the morning, fine. Yeah. I haven't.
You wouldn't even know what you do eat, Leighton.
Yes.
Has it got to be organic?
He loves a bit of organic pork in.
Craig, they've lowered the tone again. It isn't looking good for the
him
ratings.
over there.
So, hold on. Don't blame me, man. You've been laughing at me the whole way
Okay, can
through
I
it.
just say, how have
Why are you
I?
sitting there?
How have I been the responsible on
I
this?
don't know, but you're pretty tame tonight,
Is it
Dylan,
a
eh?
young farmer?
Are you alright? Are you alright?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
We've been
I was
let
just
loose for
saying
beef,
how amazing of a meat pork is. That's all I was saying. It's great meat.
Yeah, it's
but
lovely.
Fuck if I want to work with them.
But there's no context to this unpopular opinion. Again. So that's 2 now. Whoever this fucking pork person is, or pig person,
Bring it on.
they've not given
You've now got Mossy
a
to fight
reason.
against.
There's no reason behind it.
There's not.
There's
I mean-
nothing against pigs, because I've kept pigs myself. But
Someone did comment on there saying that they're not like sheep because sheep want to die all the time.
Pigs are intelligent.
At least pigs are hardy and don't try and die, and you don't need hardly any land to have pigs.
They respect electricity.
so if there's a bloke with 2,000 pigs, I want to know if how many are dying
How much land
compared
there
to
is.
2,000.
2,000
lambs.
sows or 2,000 pigs?
Well, no, not 2,000 sows, but 2,000 weaners.
Well, there's a big difference where you know you.
Yeah, but if you had
Definitely.
2,000 fat lambs and 2,000 weaners, what's the mortality rate like? Because you can't compare 3 sows and their litters to 150 ewes and lambs, could you?
Okay, pot pickers out in this land, if you want to write in on the back of a postcard to give us the answer.
Fucking hell. Listen,
Stupid question.
alright, pig boy, pipe down.
Oh, please.
Sausage
Why can't
man.
you present this week?
No,
Sausage man.
no. I've
Well,
said
when
my
I
piece.
used to make my sausages, I was thinking how to market them. And do you know what I come up with?
Go on.
The Mossage.
The Mossage.
Say that again. The Mossage.
The
The
Mossage.
girls and the ladies at Brinsbury College loved it.
Did they? And you were a
Bit of
teacher?
old English, pork and apple, pork and leek,
They get left with aftercare as well, do they?
aftertaste. The Mossage.
It's probably-
Why don't you think that's good
I bet there's
marketing?
I appreciate the way the
There's a helpline for that as well, alright?
You're right over there, Craig.
Manage,
He's crying into his computer. What's that mean?
Management is dying. This means you're doing well. It means you're doing well. No one,
Mossage.
no one can get him to laugh. So if he's laughing, then
We had curly whirly ones, big one, little one, fat ones. Behind us.
we've got a Mossage. We've got a Mossage for whatever needs you've got.
Alright, people, if you're on the end of a Mossage, please put them on a postcard as well and send them in, alright, because we have got a helpline for that.
Hang on, I need a bit more coke because I need to get emotional. Mossage.
Mossy, there is a box that keeps moving down here.
Right, I think you've all done a marvellous job, and I would just like to reward you by giving you a gift. And I brought a gift in today because none of our other guests who have been on here have done it. So I thought,
I got a burp.
Yeah, mate. If,
respect the boys. So
right, if the next guest come on and they don't bring a gift, I swear.
that could be the new
Please
thing.
tell me
That could
these
be
aren't
the new
these
thing.
aren't the fogs that were in the back of the cupboard.
No,
Oh, good.
I wouldn't embarrass. Shh, it's all right. Not yet. So I've been a bit of a get down. I've been a bit of a hero because I love you all and I think you've done such a good job. And I've bought you a bar of chocolate, Leighton.
Oh, well, thank you.
Can you please undo it and take one segment and put it in your mouth? Look the other way, Dylan, don't worry.
I'm worried now.
And because you've done a very good job as well, I've bought you a picnic, Cadbury's picnic. Can you undo that and put that in your mouth, please? A bite, not all of it at once.
I'm a little bit scared.
All right, it's all legit. It's all. Don't
Do you want us
worry.
to do it now?
Yes.
Or when he's got his?
No, you can do it now. That's fine. Is that how? What's the quality of that like?
Lovely.
Would you like yours now? You're looking very nervous, dude.
Because I don't eat chocolate.
Please tell me it's hummus.
Please, can I have a spoon from the
Oh,
green
for
room?
fuck's sake!
I've brought
Oh,
Yes!
no.
because I saw the series where you had to try hummus. Look,
This
pot pickers,
is brilliant.
it's a fresh new pot of hummus, which expires on the 19th of August, so you've got till then to eat it. Dylan, I just thought it'd be good for you to try and do your taste buds a bit more.
Yeah.
Would you like to dip some
Bye.
chocolate?
That's a big old spoon there, Craig. That's pretty cool.
Can someone
You can't
open?
just have a little
Can
bit
someone open this?
Oh, this is brilliant.
Well, you're not
Just think of the ratings. Just think of the ratings.
I'm sweating already again.
Have you got any beer to get? Oh, we need another bit of beer.
That's even better. It's empty.
So it's only fair that I bought chocolate for that, and I thought you liked it plain.
Big spoon,
you know?
Big spoon, Dylan.
What's
not
the,
just
what
a little
flavour is this?
flavour. It's just one flavour.
It's classic hummus.
Oh, no, that's fine.
That's fine. Look at that.
Oh.
Get this on camera. Zoom in.
The smell.
Here we go. Are we going to do the aeroplane game? You're going straight in.
Here we go.
Oh yes, you are the hero. Well done, Dylan.
Well, Mossy,
Have you enjoyed your presents?
thank you very much for the gift. This is lovely.
You're the kiddie. Swallow, because we got no. Do you want the box? Do you want to puke in the box?
Oh my goodness. I'm sweating again. Oh, this must be some sort of bullying. Right, no more gifts. No guest is allowed to bring a gift ever again.
I think it's
I
only
just want to see your
fair.
face when you take a sip and there's nothing in it.
It's actually fucking empty as well.
That one's empty.
There's some there, Dylan. Take some of that.
You're a good sport, Dylan. Did you enjoy your gifts?
Yeah, I love them.
Actually, it's delicious.
No. Oh my goodness.
Well, thank you very much, gentlemen. It's been emotional. It's been a pleasure. I'm honoured to be here. And thank you very much for... Well, sorry, Dylan.
You've done it yourself.
No, thank
We'd
you.
like to thank you.
Yeah.
It's been
Thank
amazing.
you for coming out and telling us about.
Hummus?
One last thing though, Mossy. Whilst Dylan's trying to catch his breath on it, what is one thing that you will tell people to get into farming or to stay in farming?
Yeah, what advice would
What
you
advice would you give them?
They've got to follow their dream. There's plenty of people that... He needs a whole litre of water.
Do you want some Coke?
give? No, my bad.
Get emotional. Being hummus. They've got to follow their dream. Don't let anybody put you down. There's plenty of people that tell the truth, but you've got to listen to that. But on the flip side of it, follow it. It's a great career to be in. Like I've said before, it's the worst industry to be in, but it's also the best industry to be in. There is loads and loads of career opportunities. You can go down the agricultural route, livestock, arable, selling, auctioneering, advisory. It's endless, isn't it?
It is.
The country needs you. We all want to feed the country, don't we? We all want to get on.
Anyone
do
who's
our bit.
fucking farming hummus, fuck no. You can fuck off.
It's a dying trade, and we need skilled people that are very keen and want to come through.
Definitely.
Words of wisdom there from the big man himself.
It is, and thank you very much again for coming on.
Yeah.
You
My
can
pleasure.
listen to us on Spotify, watch us on YouTube, follow all our
Socials.
Instagram, Facebook,
TikTok.
Yeah,
a
leave a
lot.
comment, leave a review, tell us how we're doing. If you
That's
don't
it.
like what we're doing, tell us.
Mhm.
If you do like what we're doing, tell us.
Yep.
There we go.
And if you don't like us, well, tough shit, we're going to carry on doing it. So, but we didn't say at the beginning, but who are you?
Dylan,
And what are you? The short, the black, or the ugly?
I'm not a fairy.
Not furry.
I thought you said a fairy then. I was like, a fairy.
Yeah,
And you love pigs.
I love pork.
Oh, yeah, love pork, sorry.
Yeah. I'm Dylan. I'll be the short, I guess.
I've been Luke, and I have been the ugly.
I'm Nathan, and I've been the short.
And that's the one up in the pitch.
Let's play ball.
I'm
Get
Mossy,
me
and I'm the
to
DJ.
pub.